Hi, everyone. Welcome to Conversations with Catherine. I am so excited to have as my guest today, Chantal Navratil. She is the founder of Chem Baddie Cosmetics. Chantal, it's good to see you.
Thank you so much for having me, Catherine. This means
Well,
so much to be on here.
I am so excited to catch up with you because I've known you for a couple of years
Yeah.
since you were a student at ASU. You just graduated in May, right?
Yes, I just graduated in May.
Okay, so this just blows me away because, as I mentioned, we met when you were a student at ASU. You were studying chemical engineering. You graduated with your degree, and now
Yeah.
here you are, just a couple months after graduation, and you have already launched your own cosmetics line. I'm so
Yes.
excited for you.
Thank you so much. Yes, we just launched in November.
In November. It's called Chem Baddie.
Mhm.
And I'm very, very excited to share this with everybody because I've tried one product so far and I love, love, love it. So let's talk about how this all started. You have been planning this for some time. I know we've discussed it, that you wanted your own cosmetics line,
Yes.
incorporating your love of math and science with your love of beauty and
Yes.
skincare. So tell me a
Mhm.
little bit how this ties into the name Chem Baddie. And I'm just going to give you a brief little story. So I thought, okay, I understand the chem part. And I'm like, but what's baddie? And of course, I'm telling my 24-year-old, and she says, baddie? Do you not know what that means? So
Yeah.
I'm clearly out of the loop. Please educate me.
Okay, so chem is in reference to my chemical engineering background and how every product is science, chemistry themed. And the baddie is in reference to being like attractive, confident, happy in your own skin, which a lot of people don't think of with science. It's usually like a certain stereotype on how that is. And so it's incorporating the two where it's like you can be attractive, you can be fun, and still have the science component to it.
I love that. And I really do enjoy the name. It's very fun.
Thank
So I
you.
want to talk about the product itself because one of the first questions I asked you was, are the products clean? That's important to me. I know that's important to you. You want to make sure that the products are free of harmful chemicals and good for the environment. That's also really important to you, I know. Was that a gap you saw in the industry?
Absolutely. I think what's hard is a lot of clean isn't always necessarily great either for the environment or for your skin. And so what can be natural can still be harmful to the skin. Like, for example, like essential oils, those are clean, but they can still hurt the skin. So it was more like having really high quality ingredients that wouldn't harm you or the environment. That was the goal with
Well,
every product.
it's something I think that a lot of people are finding, is very important to them these days, at least the people that I've talked to who are transitioning into, more and more clean products. So, I'm very happy to hear that you are doing that. How are you able to incorporate that into your Chem Baddie products and still keep it affordable?
So that's just with the the best way to explain it was just trying to keep it, yeah, still affordable, but with high quality ingredients and either making the product a little smaller or just finding the correct lab and formula so that it would still be affordable, but also clean.
And you have this promise where the products are $70 or less, right?
Yes. My lucky number is 17. And if you look at our logo, the atomic mass of carbon is 12 and the atomic number of boron is 5, and so that adds to 17. And since my lucky number is 17, that's what that comes from. So every product is under $17, and that is our promise.
That's so wonderful. And, this goes back to when we met because you are a makeup artist and you had done
Yes.
my makeup. And we
Mhm.
were talking about my son and how he doesn't like math. And you said, who doesn't love math? How
Yes,
could
I
you not
love
love
that.
math? You just perfectly explained why you're
Yes.
such a fan of math. I just love it. Is this a cosmetic line that you intend just for women or women of a certain age?
It's for everybody, every race, age, gender. Every product is tested on all those groups. Like, we want to be inclusive, and that's really what for every product. For example, we were trying to create a setting powder, but it wasn't working on people with a deeper skin tone with flash photography, so we had to cut the product. So
Mhm.
everyone can use it, and that was, yeah, every product
Very
will be that way.
inclusive. And that's
Mhm.
important. As an engineering major, you became aware, I've heard you say about the lack of representation. Tell me how Chem Baddie intends to inspire and support women in science, because I know that's really important to you as the foundation and the pillar of what you're doing, right?
Yes. So every Sunday we post a baddie in STEM. So STEM meaning science, technology, engineering, mathematics spotlight on a certain member of the STEM community. So we've done that the last 2 weeks, and we're going to keep doing that every Sunday to inspire with that. And also 5% of all profits go to the Association for Women in Science, which is an awesome organization.
Fantastic. And as a major yourself, were there enough women surrounding you in college, or is that something that you really hope to inspire more young people to get involved in?
There were some, but I definitely hope to inspire more. And I think a lot of people think if you don't look a certain way or act a certain way, or if you're not a certain way, you can't do it. Like I had a lot of people tell me, especially my freshman and sophomore year of college, you don't seem like an engineer, you don't look like an engineer. And that's the goal with Chem Baddie is anyone can do anything with science, technology, engineering, mathematics.
It's fabulous. I
Thank
have one
you.
of the products here. It's the Chem Baddie brow soap. I don't know if you can really see that with my light. It's so bright, but I love it. And the way it was described to me is it's kind of like a gel for your eyebrows to kind of keep them in place. This is one product I know you've launched recently. What are some of the others?
We launched also a hand sanitizer. With cleaner ingredients and all the packaging, including the label, which was really important and very difficult to find. The label is also recyclable. So once you clean the product out, you can just put it in your recycling bin.
Fantastic.
And then in January, we have a skincare launch coming.
Which is great. So what will that entail? What's involved in that?
That is a revitalizing face mask, a hydrating serum, and then an illuminating eye cream. And that's our Catalyst collection. So in reference to the chemistry theme again. So yeah.
Yes, very important to you. So long term, what are you hoping to do with the cosmetic line? How many products do you intend to add to what you've already established?
So our goal was to create a product every season for the first like 5 years, and then hope to grow and just keep, because I know with launches we just want to make sure people have time to appreciate it and see it, and so to space it out for every season. That's the goal.
And, I talk about the fact that you just recently graduated from college. Here you are launching your own business. You've done a phenomenal job with it. The packaging is just so wonderful. What you've done on social media so far. How can people support what you are doing? Because I know you did start a Kickstarter campaign, right?
Yes, and it just got fully funded the other day, which was awesome.
Yay!
Yes, so that was really exciting. Kickstarter was a great way to get the word out. And then following us through social media. We have a Facebook page and an Instagram.
Fantastic.
That's a great way to support us. And just check out our website at chembaddie.com.
Yes. And there's lots on your website explaining kind of, your background and how you came to this and what you're hoping to accomplish. For other young women entrepreneurs who may be watching this, was there something you did in college to prepare you to launch your business so quickly after graduating? Any pieces of advice for others, of what they should or should not be doing in college to be able to do something like what you're doing?
So I was an officer in Society of Women Engineers, which was a great support group. So if you're in college and you can find a club or an organization that supports you, I had an amazing group of people there that were really supportive. And also I got a certificate. So not a minor, but it's a little smaller than a minor certificate in business entrepreneurship and innovation. And so that was a really fun, I think it was 6 extra classes. So if you can find a way, if you get the time with your schedule to do something like that, just to keep learning about what you love, I think that's a great.
And you also did internships, right?
Yes, I had a couple different internships in college, which was a great way to kind of learn what I loved, what I didn't love. I think it's great to get your feet wet and learn about yourself. For example, in college, I worked in research labs, and I learned there that was not, I liked more of the product development side, but sitting at a bench research, that wasn't my calling. So you just have to play and learn what's for you.
I think that's so important, especially, if you are in college and you have an idea of what you want to do, it's a good way to know if, in fact, that is your true passion. So, what would be your biggest advice for other young entrepreneurs who are wanting to follow their passion? This has been your passion for a long time. What would be your biggest piece of advice?
Don't be afraid to fail. That I think for me is why I wish even in college I would have started sooner, like at least make more of a business plan and I think it's just sometimes you can be fearful and just make a budget, like just figure out like if you can't start it this year, maybe next year, like just have a plan and just don't be afraid.
What would you like to see for Chem Baddie in the next maybe 5 years? Where would you like to see it?
I would love to see us in Target. That's the goal. I really love Target with their businesses and how they support small businesses. They have their Black-owned brands initiative right now, which is really awesome. So I would love to be in like a Target, Ulta, like one of those kinds of stores, and then just keep continuing to have our sustainable packaging. And our goal in the next 3 to 5 years is to use only algae ink.
What does that mean?
So currently ink, it's with fossil fuels. And so it would just be a cleaner form of ink. Currently, we couldn't do it with our price point is use all algae ink. So that's the goal in the future is to only use algae ink on all our products.
That's so wonderful, Chantal. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Well, I want to let people know where they can find out more information and they can order your products. More is coming, as you said, with the skincare line. But the website is chembaddie.com and it's Baddie. And then you're also on Instagram at Chem Baddie. And you said you have a Facebook page too.
Yes. And the Facebook is Chem Baddie Cosmetics.
Wonderful.
Search that, we come up too.
Chantal, it is a pleasure. Again, I'm just really thrilled for you and I look forward to following all your success. And I love my brow soap. I love it.
I'm so glad you love it. Yes, I can't wait for you to try more products in the future.
Thanks, Chantal. It's good to see you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much for watching Conversations with Catherine. Please remember to hit the subscribe button, like, and comment while you're here. I'll see you next time.